Hey guys, it's FourEyes or Dave here. In today's video, I'm going to take you through the settings for 5 very different crosshairs. Hopefully, one of these crosshairs will be just what you need to take your gameplay to the next level. Just like in CSGO, Valorant allows you to customize your crosshair in many ways to make it your own and make it comfortable for you to use. If you're still using the default crosshair, then you've definitely come to the right place. Rather than just showing you one best crosshair, I'm going to take you guys through 5 very different crosshairs that all have varied benefits and will suit different players. The settings for each crosshair will be on the screen as I take you through them, so try them out, and you never know, one of these might be the crosshair to carry you up the ranks. If this video helps you out, then be sure to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, and finally click the notification bell down below. Let's get started. So here we go, in game with crosshair number 1. This is a cyan colored crosshair. I think cyan's one of the best colors in order to get that good contrast between your crosshair and what you're looking at, so you can always see what it is you're actually aiming at. I think it's important that you don't ever lose the crosshair in the background. I've actually got outlines on for this crosshair because of how thin the lines are. It really just defines the crosshair nicely. The center dot obviously will help you out with aiming directly in the center of the screen, landing more consistent headshots. If you're a player who likes an inner dot, then I would recommend a crosshair like this. Settings all on the screen here. Try this one out. So here we go with crosshair number 2. This time we do not have a center dot, so I'd recommend this style of crosshair for people who like your traditional style of crosshair but don't like a center dot. I've also removed the outlines for this because otherwise the outlines collide in the center and end up covering up that small square you have left. Having that open small square can be useful for actually seeing the enemy's head straight through the center. A very, very low profile crosshair, doesn't get in the way too much. This is for someone who likes that minimalistic look. So try this one out if it suits you. So crosshair number 3 here is a very unconventional crosshair to a lot of people. This is actually a style of crosshair I used in Overwatch for quite a bit of time, where we actually kind of flip those inner lines on their sides and we end up with a square in the middle of the screen. We've got some slight outlines going on here as well just to really define the crosshair, and what this does is leave you with a nice big square opening in the middle, which really allows you to line up nicely with that full head of an enemy directly in the middle of your screen. I actually think this is a really underused crosshair. A lot of people don't even realize that if you just increase the thickness and decrease the length of those inner lines, you can get this square look. So I'd highly recommend trying this one out for a few games and seeing if it suits you, because you never know if it will. And we've also got green color on top as well here. Green color is another color which is really good for getting that contrast between the crosshair and whatever's in the background. So square crosshair, try it out. So here we have crosshair number 4. This is yet another fairly unconventional crosshair. We've got the green color once again for that nice contrast, and we've also got some slight outlines to well define that crosshair as well. We also in this one, however, have these outer lines which are set at an offset of 40, which I believe is the maximum offset you can set them at. And what this actually allows you to do is begin shooting, obviously aiming with the middle of the crosshair, but then over time as your spray kicks in and the bullets start traveling up, they will actually line up with that top line, so you can actually end up aiming with that top dot, if that makes sense. So begin aiming with the middle, and then over time start aiming with the upper one. I'll just give you an example of that here. And so as you can see, this makes spraying far easier. I'd say if you're someone who's new to the game, and especially if you're someone who's new to a game like Valorant, where spray control is such an important thing to getting those long duration kills and following up on single kills to make multi kills and such, this is something which is really useful. So I'd highly recommend trying out this crosshair. And here we go, finally with crosshair number 5. This one sticks out like a sore thumb, but some people really, really like this. We've just got that single dot in the middle with an outline, so we've literally just got rid of the inner lines, we've got rid of the outer lines, and we've just got a center dot. This one can be really, really good for people who just want to have the most clean, minimal crosshair in the center of their screen. It's not one of my favorites, but I've seen a lot of people do well with it. I don't like it because it covers up the head when you're aiming at it, but some people have a really, really good time using this, not having any of that frilly bit, any of those frilly bits on the side, inner lines or outer lines, just that little dot in the middle to aim up nice, good headshots. So if this one tickles your fancy, then try it out. Settings are on screen. So there we go, guys. 5 very different crosshairs, hopefully one of which will help you out a lot in the future. I'd highly recommend trying out all of these crosshairs and more. Go on Reddit, go on other people's videos, try out a bunch of different crosshairs. You never know what one will work for you. Sometimes you'll just try one out, you'll jump into a game, and it will just work for you perfectly. It will completely revolutionize how you play. So it's definitely worth doing. As I said at the start of the video, if this has helped you, please leave a like on the video, leave a comment below, maybe telling me what your favorite crosshair settings are at the moment. You know, share the love, tell everyone what you're using, what might help people out. Also make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos coming very soon. It's been FourEyes or Dave here, and thank you very much for watching.